All right, so welcome again. This is Football Pitch Fans, and as you know, I'll do it here. We'll talk about football, tactical analysis, and here we'll discuss and dissect fantastic regarding football. So, basically, today we actually want to talk about the happenings that actually happened in the world of football last weekend. And series, we'll be talking about Arsenal, Manchester United, and also Real Madrid, and also Barcelona in this series. And try to stick around to tell us which of the moments was really impressive during the weekend. And here in the studio with me, I have Manchester United Godfather. And yeah, also I have Ice Cowboy Palmer. So really want to dive into it, reading from number 1 to number 5 to actually look at these spectacular moments, series of goals, ref controversies, and lots more. And the first we have on our list is Arsenal. Arsenal win against Leicester. Now, we actually, prior to that game, Arsenal went to Dubai. They actually came back and they actually had Havertz injured in Dubai, and they entered into that game without a number 9. And Arsenal actually came out on top to actually clinch the important 3 points in that encounter. Now, tell me, what and how do you see that moment? Seeing how people actually taunted Arsenal and felt like when the match actually started, the first half was not really conducive for Arsenal. Arsenal was a little bit shaky going into that match with more of the 4 of the attackers out of that encounter, and Arsenal still produced results. What do you have to say about that moment last weekend?
I think that moment was actually very, very crazy because the whole place was very electrifying. You understand? Because everyone of us was actually thinking that game was going to be very difficult for Arsenal since they are out without they are playing the game without a number 9 and Bukayo Saka and various injuries that have set them back over their travel to Dubai. So them winning that game was kind of a statement. They were actually making a statement telling the Liverpool fans and the Liverpool team as a whole to sit well and not shake, because right now I don't see Arsenal as a team that is actually ready to lose any game, even though it pains me saying this outside like this. So it's kind of very, very, very crazy. And shout out to the boys, the youngings there. Waneri was actually very, 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 very outstanding. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, the guy should just be awarded, just be given Ballon d'Or right now.
No, it's too early, bro.
You understand?
It's really too early.
He single-handedly gave Arsenal that winning. You understand, with his contribution on that game.
Yeah, it is what it is, and Arsenal actually came out on top in that game, and it was one of the exciting moments that actually happened in the world of football. And moving over to the second one on our list, and that's where we have Jude Bellingham red card being sent out, in that encounter. And right now, Real Madrid dropped points in that game, and Barcelona right now is topping the La Liga table. Tell me, Cowboy Palmer, what and how do you have to describe that moment? They actually gave Jude Bellingham that red card because it's actually what turned around the game, owing to the fact that Jude Bellingham actually said to the ref, a mean word, and the ref was not having it. Tell me about that moment for you.
Well, the ref wasn't right for giving Jude Bellingham a red card, because in the audio that was played from the VAR, Jude Bellingham said, "I am talking to you with respect," before he said "fuck off." And then in fuck off is what referees, I'm sure referees are tired of hearing fuck off, because every day they get to hear fuck off from players. And then you are giving Jude Bellingham a red card for something that happens in every match. They tell referees to fuck up every matches. And he started with, "I'm talking to you with respect." And the fuck off even sounded like fuck us, not even just a clear fuck off. And I think that red card should be checked on, because it's not supposed to be a red card. It's not supposed to be a
what
red
I
card.
actually think is that this particular topic has many people, other people's points of view, but I have to just chip in this. Like, the rule of football right now says that all footballers has to be disciplined. You understand? No matter your status, no matter who you are to the team. You understand? You telling ref fuck off can actually trigger the ref. It has to be on the ref good graces. If the ref doesn't penalize you as a then, that means it's his own decision. But normal, the law of football states that when you use abusive word, dissent, like even when you try to express yourself in an angry way, you attract penalties. Understand? So it's only fair for him to get the card.
But I think if it should be fair for him to get the card, then it should be fair for every player that makes rash utterances to the referee to be given a red card, because I don't think the football rules should be made according to referees' grace. No, it should be according to the rules and regulation guiding the competition and the tournaments. It shouldn't be by what the
True.
referee thinks or what the referee feels is right. So I think there should be rules and regulation guiding these referees too and the way they award cards, because it's not something that is nice anyway and it's killing the game.
Yes, definitely. It's killing the game because we actually know that football is a game of motion, emotion, I would say. And, players are really instigated, and with some events happening in the match, definitely it can actually stimulate these players. But for me, I really want to understand the difference between fuck you and fuck off, because to me, I feel those two words are similar. If they are saying, in contracts that he said fuck off and not fuck you because he's an Englishman, fuck you and fuck off, I think it still means the same thing in English. But it is what it is. We actually saw Jude Bellingham actually getting the second red card, in his Real Madrid career, and he came against Osasuna, and they actually ended up dropping a point in that game. And that's actually take us to the third on our list, and that's where we're actually seeing Chelsea. Chelsea losing again against Brighton. Brighton actually eliminated Chelsea from the FA Cup, and right now, again, Enzo Maresca seem not to have learned a lesson, and yet they did it again. Tell me, Cowboy Palmer, the way you saw Chelsea losing out, even the mannerism how Chelsea actually lost that game is something that spike up conversation, because they lost out that game being outplayed, just they were outplayed in the first leg. Tell me quickly, how do you see that moment for you?
Well, it was a very shameful moment, a shameful performance from my team, and then my board came out to back up the gaffer, saying that they are pleased with his performance and he still has his job, and they're 100% backing him up. Why? The team is finished. Okay. Now in football, you are either attacking or defending. We are not doing any. We are not creating. And then creativity is the process and the opportunity and capacity to be able to attack effectively from places where your opponents won't even see you coming. That is creativity. And that Chelsea team has lost it. Palmer, who was the most creative player, has gone cold. He has lost it. Minte, Mitoma, bossing around my defenders. It was a very shameful thing to watch. And the gaffer, I don't know what you're doing, but you and the boys, you guys are not working. You guys are not working. Improve the intensity in training. Let those boys run.
All right, so it really improve intensity for Chelsea in training. Let the boys run. It's actually a strong message, and really something really shocking to see how Chelsea lost that in that game and actually, gave away another lose to Brighton. And now on the fourth on our list, and that's where actually having Manchester United lose against Spurs. Really, it's like it's going around right now, right? I want you to tell me how you feel, seeing how the moment was to you, seeing how Man U actually lost out, to Spurs in that game, being outplayed again, and series of chances missed, and players not really playing like they are, playing together. Amorim too to be blamed. Tell me, what was the moment for you like?
Bro, that moment was kind of very, very, very sad and bad. You understand? Watching my boys play like amateurs, like none of them are professionals. It's very, very, very crazy. You understand? For Garnacho, like, although the goal came early, and in football, when early goals normally, it's only normal for it to cripple and damage your morale and your confidence. You understand? But then, bro, you guys are players, for Christ's sake. Just recently, many clubs were trying to get Garnacho on their side, and this is what you show them. You can't just tell me that you cannot be clinical for once. All the attempts that you had, there's no one you can actually successfully convert to a goal. This problem is beyond Manchester United players and the coach. I think it is that it goes far down to the management, the Ineos and the Glazers. I think these people should just resign. Just give out that this club. I think those people are actually the cause of everything. You understand? Because assuming this club now, like Qatar, owns this club. We'll have the opportunity to afford who we want to afford and whenever we want to afford the person.
And to really cut you short a little bit, so sorry, but talking about affording who you want to afford, in the let's say in decades right now, Manchester United have actually gotten the players which they really want to get. I would say there's no targets which Man U actually any targeted player Man U want to get that they have not gotten. But the issue is when it gets to come to Man U, they feel the whole environment, the aura and everything will start seeing a downplay from these players. Even managers, top managers, good managers who have been doing well in their previous league and in their previous team came to Manchester United and really it was a shamble and a shambolic performance. So it's really not about signing or whatever, trade money. Chelsea, on the other hand, Abramovich actually sold Chelsea to Boli, and right now we see how Chelsea have gone from grace to grass right now because poor management from some people, from owners you are selling the club to that doesn't know about football business. So for me, I feel like selling Manchester United right now is not a problem, it's not an issue. Something has to be done. I don't know whether it's spiritual or physical, but it is what it is. Right now, moving over to the last analysis, and that's where we're actually seeing Barcelona, match controversy against Real Vacano. And in that match right now, we saw penalty incident and also an offside incident in that game. And it was really a ref controversy because the offside trap, which the highline which Barcelona actually played, was cut off from Real Vacano, and the VAR actually ruled that goal as an offside. Tell me, Cowboy Palmer, what do you have to say about the incident? Even the Kubasi tackle to a Real Vacano player, which could have led to a penalty similar to the same incident that actually gave Barcelona the penalty which Lewandowski has converted, but it wasn't reviewed. Tell me about those controversies of the VAR.
Well, the match seemed like a fixed match because the match was all in favor of Barcelona. The referee showed that because there was a clear penalty for the Rayo Vallecano peeps, and then the referee did not even review it in the VAR. And then the offside goal was actually not offside. It was a goal. It was a clear goal, but it was ruled out for offside. So I don't know if the VAR should also have a VAR that will be reviewing VAR's decision. Because what is this? What is this? Like, this is killing the game. All these decisions, all these wrong decisions is killing the game. It's making football partial. And it's not supposed to be. Football is supposed to be an unbiased game. A game that, we call it a truthful game. We won't say there's a God of football. We pray to the God of football to make sure that every game is fair. And then decisions like this it kills the game and makes it biased, which is not nice. Rayo Vallecano would have gotten their penalty and would have gotten their goal.
So it is what it is, and right now we have seen it. We say that if there should be a VAR that actually cross-check VAR. It's really shocking to see how this VAR, with all the money thrown into this technology, still makes human error. And it's really, turning the game to something else, being biased and, trying to bring in politics, because clearly it was glaring enough to actually see that yesterday game against Real Vacano, that's Barcelona versus Real Vacano, it was like a fixed match, which they actually wanted Barcelona to actually, top the league. But right now, Barcelona is actually the league leaders right now with some few goals, I would say, against Real Madrid. But it is what it is. That match was full of controversy, and the ref and the VAR actually did, what they have to do. But it is what it is. Right now, thank you so much for watching. If you have been watching even up to this moment, this is where we actually draw the curtain for the 5 important incidents or moments that actually happen in the world of football. And it is what it is. We have actually seen it from goals to comeback to also the VAR controversy. And thank you so much for watching. And here in the studio with me, I have Manchester United Godfather. Very soon, I'm going to review to actually see how Man U fans are faring. So definitely here in the studio also, I have Iceco Palmer, a Chelsea fan. And stay glued with us, because at the end of this video, or check out through our channel, because we're going to be dropping a review on Arsenal, Manchester United, and also Chelsea, to actually see how this club are faring, and also going into the next weekend to see how next weekend can be thrilling, and also to produce some magical moments during the week, which we are definitely going to talk about here inside the pitch. Thank you so much for watching. Your humble host, Benny Lane. Thank you, and see you on the next one.